I was thinking the same thing, that before Monday Night Raw even started, Triple H hyped up the show so much that we already had an idea of how things were going to turn out. And once again, how does Jey Uso somehow end up going after Roman Reigns every single time? Anyway, today we're reviewing this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, which we should consider pretty important since it's the first Raw after Survivor Series. If you regularly come to the channel for reviews whenever a show airs, then hit the like button and double check that you've subscribed and turned on notifications. Nothing new here, just so you don't miss any uploads. Backstage opening segment. The show starts backstage with Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce. Pearce is directly asking Heyman and his crew who that masked man was, the mysterious guy in the hoodie. Heyman immediately plays innocent, saying, "Why am I always treated like I'm guilty until I prove myself innocent?" Clearly he's trying to distance himself and pretend he has no idea who the masked attacker was. But he shifts the topic to something more important. Braun Breaker pinned CM Punk inside War Games, and according to him, that's what people should be talking about. Heyman and the others then head into the locker room, and this is where we get a very surprising announcement related to WrestleMania, but we'll get to that when the segment comes up. Women's division opening and main event booking. The actual show opens with Rhea Ripley and IYOSKY celebrating their War Games win. They admit they're beaten up, but their fight isn't over. They want the women's tag titles from the Kabuki Warriors and call them out. Instead, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss come out and tell them that revenge can wait because they deserve the next shot at the titles. Rhea and IYO try to respectfully push them aside, saying the Kabuki Warriors are out of Charlotte and Alexa's league. This sets up a match between both teams, with the winner becoming #1 contenders. And WWE randomly places this match in the main event. Honestly, who books a show like this? Survivor Series just ended, fans are tuning in with excitement, and this is what they give us to kick off and close the show. WWE keeps saying they want to elevate the division, and that's great, but there's a time and place for everything, and today it just wasn't it. During the match, the Kabuki Warriors interfere and cause a DQ. Liv Morgan, Raquel, and others run out. They end the show by raising the tag titles together, but honestly, this didn't feel like a main event worthy segment at all. Jey Uso versus LA Knight. Next, we get Jey Uso versus LA Knight. And wow, Jey Uso actually lost this match. I still can't believe it. LA Knight rarely wins big matches, and Jey almost never loses them, yet both opposites somehow happened in the same match. Jey also completely botched his spear as usual, and his whole sequence was sloppy. At the finish, Knight counters a splash right into a pin, earning another win in the last time is now tournament. After the match, Jey loses his cool and destroys the Prime Hydration Station. And that's not even the only interesting thing Jey does tonight. We'll get to his backstage segment later. Judgment Day promo. The Judgment Day minus Liv Morgan comes out next. Dominic claims he's the greatest of all time now because he defeated one of the greatest luchadors. He thanks his whole team but says there's one person he absolutely can't do it without, and he introduces Liv Morgan. Liv gets a big pop since fans haven't seen her in a long time. She says she's back and that everything's about to change because Judgment Day has lost their titles and has grown weak. Then she suddenly slaps Dominic. Crowd thinks she turned on him, but she jumps on him again, showing love. This is basically a repeat of what she did at Survivor Series. Backstage, Adam Pearce is still investigating the hoodie attacker. People keep suspecting Seth Rollins, but Pearce says he checked with doctors. Rollins couldn't move like that. At least WWE isn't dropping this storyline completely like they usually do. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus New Day. Next match, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the New Day. And what an insane finishing sequence. Dragon Lee stomps Kofi on the ropes, and Kofi flips perfectly into Styles' clash position. AJ hits the clash and gets the win. Honestly, New Day deserved better. Trips once again ignored them after building hype during their anniversary segment. They're directionless now. Vision segment Heyman, Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul. Paul Heyman is out with Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Logan Paul, who now feels like a permanent faction member. Heyman gives shoutouts to Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre, praises Bronson Reed's tsunamis, and calls Logan Paul a megastar. But today's attention is all on Braun Breaker. Heyman announces that on January 5, 2026, on the Netflix anniversary episode of Raw, Braun Breaker will challenge CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Everyone thought this match was heading for WrestleMania, but just like last year, WWE is burning a Mania-worthy match on free TV. Then Breaker grabs the mic and delivers one of the best promos of his career. He removes his glasses and says he's upset, not because the masked man ruined his moment, but because beating CM Punk was too easy. He calls Punk soft as Bith, with the crowd reacting loudly. He even takes personal shots, saying Punk's wife is a bigger star than him. Breaker tells Punk he tried to end his career backstage, and now he's going to destroy Punk's life on January 5th. The Vision claps for him as he storms off in anger. This is exactly the kind of intensity WWE needs. Rey Mysterio and Logan Paul confrontation. Backstage, Rey is talking about the Intercontinental title being in Dom's hands. Logan Paul interrupts, saying Rey needs to step aside because the division belongs to the younger generation. Rey responds by slapping him, so a feud between them is clearly starting, and it actually looks exciting since Logan always delivers. Gunther vs. Solo Sikoa tournament match. Next is Gunther vs. Solo Sikoa in the tournament. Gunther avoids Solo's Samoan spike by targeting the arm. Solo hits spinning Solo plus splash combo, but Gunther kicks out. Solo removes a turnbuckle pad, thinking he'll use it to his advantage, but the ref sees it. While the ref is distracted, Gunther hits a low blow and finishes Solo with a powerbomb. WWE finally protects Solo a little, but the ship has already sailed. The character was damaged months ago, and this isn't enough to fix it. Jey Uso's emotional backstage interview. Now let's talk about Jey Uso again. After losing earlier, Jey was supposed to give an interview, but he's frustrated. He doesn't care about the masked man, doesn't care about Braun Breaker versus CM Punk, but then suddenly brings up Roman Reigns' comment from Survivor Series that the championships would look better on his shoulders, not Jey's. This triggers Jey, showing that he's slowly shifting toward a heel turn and moving back into a storyline with Roman Reigns. A fan even noticed an interesting Survivor Series camera shot. On one side, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, and on the other, the family Jimmy and Jey. WWE seems to be teasing deep family conflict once again. Roman hates CM Punk but helped him earlier. Jey sometimes follows Roman, sometimes goes against him. It's chaos, but clearly WWE is planting seeds for a major Jey versus Roman direction heading into WrestleMania season. Final rating. Overall, I'd give this Raw 3 stars. For a post-Survivor Series episode, they should have done much better. Some things were good, but the hype definitely dropped. If you're still watching this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. WWE content drops here daily, and we've been doing this for over 8 years. Until then, enjoy life.